I'm shooting this video for the second time due to a phone call, but anyway, the first thing I got on today was one piece of mail when I went to check it a minute ago, and I got a 202 from St. Louis in this envelope right here, and this is David Green on a 1986 Donruss which got creased. Right across there's David Green. And then some Giants fans will like that. I don't know who's really a Cardinals fan, but it also got creased on my 84 tops as well. Still a nice signature. This one is interesting. It kind of bled through the side there. I've never seen that before. But anyway, this came from a set that I was working on that was all mint cards, unfortunately, so this will be like the least conditioned one out of them all, but that's alright. 202 from David Green in a relatively quick time. He's a good signer, so if you haven't gotten him yet, go ahead and try him. There was another project I was going to mention really quickly here. Before my NASA project, I kind of shelved this one. This is a Scout Patch project, and I believe Troy Rudder a number of years ago gave me some patches from his where he was at in Iowa, which was kind of neat, and a couple other YouTubers do the Scout patches, but don't really video them. I'm collecting 1975 patches, and there's a reason behind that, but I'll let you figure that out. The Order of the Arrow patches are the more sought after ones, and they're harder to get. And I found out there's 400 and some councils that were active in 1975, and if they had about 5 to 10 events, plus all the different separate districts, that could be anywhere between 5 and 10,000 or more patches. And a lot of them were not labeled 1975, and I'm not going for those. These here are marked 75. The Order of the Arrow Lodge, this particular lodge, I can't really pronounce it that well. This is from 75, the fall meeting. And I got the winter meeting. And they all make a puzzle here. And the summer meeting. There's a summer, the winter, and the fall right there. So that's pretty neat. And I got them for about a little less than half price. These were on sale, and I did a better offer on one. And then I'll just show you, I don't have very many right now. I'm about 115 patches right now. There's some other ones from different years in here, and I'm trying to collect local ones as well if I can, but you know, I have most of the local ones sewed up, no pun intended. See, here's a generic one, fall of 1975, but that only cost me like $1 free shipping, so I had to get that one. And some of these, you know, you don't know where they are. A lot of these designs were reused, but here's one, a number 5. You're never going to see that one ever again. And then here's one with a balloon, which is kind of different. This is kind of a neat one here. This is another Order of the Arrow patch. Again, they're highly sought after because they were more difficult to obtain. And this is, I think, the first year of this particular Indian design, which is still used today. And then we've got some here. This is 1975, and this one also says 75. But you know, some of them like are dual patches, and you wouldn't know what the other one is if it got separated. So I'll just go through a few other ones. Here's one that was a sample or something. It doesn't have a border on it. It's kind of weird. And then there's some I got, you know, probably at least 10 years ago. I was buying them all from one seller, my favorite seller, and he disappeared off of eBay. And many of these things cost me $1. I don't think I've ever been over $5 for a patch. I try not to. If they come in a lot, even better. So sometimes you can find a deal when they're all combined. Let's see if there's any other cool ones here. There's like Klondike Derbies. Here's one. It's a section patch, which is pretty neat. W3A. I'm not exactly 100% sure what all that means. And then I have a few Canada ones in here, I'm sure, but I have almost exactly 115 so far. I'm trying not to grab any that have any damage to them. If they're used, that's okay, but I mean if they're stained or ripped, I don't want those. I've actually lost one patch. It was a Swanee River Scout patch, and it was for a troop. And I'm never going to find that one ever again. I accidentally recycled it with the paper that was supposed to go in the trash. There's some other patches in 72. This one actually is a duplicate of the first Camporee that I ever went to ever. All the other kids in the troop chickened out and went back home, and I stayed overnight and got this patch when I helped out the troop, when I was actually technically still a Cub Scout, and they gave me that patch, so I got to stitch that on my uniform, and they were all jealous. Oh, where'd you get that? That's no fair. And so that's a story behind that one, the Cascade Area Council, which no longer exists, so that's kind of worth something as well. Some of these patches are worth $5, and some of them are worth $50, but I'm not in it for the money. Anyway, that's my 1975 patch collection, along with the 2 autographs I got in today. And this will be taking over from my NASA project that's winding down. And thank you for watching.